being strong is killing you. The strength you're proud of is the very thing sabotaging your healing. Now, I spent years just holding it together, whether it's emotional, spiritually, even physically, because I thought falling apart meant failure. But the more I held it in, the further I drifted from who I really was and from the God who already saw it all. I mean, you can't heal what you keep hiding behind strength. And if you're not careful, the same strength that earned you that respect will quietly rob you of that peace, that joy, and that connection with God. And I know as men, we're just taught to endure, not to suppress, but to man up, not open up. But here's the truth. You can't heal what you keep hiding behind strength. And that's exactly what many of us are doing today. Dressing those emotional wounds in discipline, distractions, or denial. I mean, for whatever reason, we praise strength, right? We post about it. We wear it like armor. But no one tells us sometimes your strength is the very thing that's killing you. Not physically, but emotionally, spiritually. Because you've mastered holding it together while falling apart on the inside. And I know for one thing, this was me showing up, handling business, giving advice, encouraging others. But if I'm honest, I was emotionally bankrupt and too proud to admit it. I used to say, I'm good, like it was a script. But what I meant, I was numb and I was tired. I was just surviving. Now check out some of these stats. That says only 1 in 3 men experience mental health issues, seek help. And that's according to the National Institute of Mental Health. Here's another one. 40% of men say they never spoken to anyone about their mental health. Wow. And that comes from a member foundation. Another thing, church attendance, prayer, and emotional vulnerability are significantly lower among men than women. Yet men are 3.5 times more likely to die by suicide. And that comes from a CDC Pew Research. Now, this isn't just about mental health crisis. It's a spiritual one. And the turning point for me was, one day I was just tired. I felt overwhelmed, and it just got to the point where I just needed to relax. I just needed to settle down and take a break because the seriousness, I think I was just taking life too serious, and the smiles had gone away. And I'm that person who likes to smile. I'm the joyful one. And everybody they're like, D. Wells, you're always smiling. You're always smiling. So I knew for whatever reason, I had to make a change. And it just hit different too. But I know one thing is that, sometimes we don't even realize we have 2 versions of ourselves because we're just consumed with what's going on in our lives, and we haven't taken a break. And the crazy thing about it is, if you feel like you have like 2 versions of yourself, you got one for the world, and then you have one for God. And I'll tell you what, you can't lead with fake strength forever, and you definitely can't lead by having 2 identities. One for the world and one for God. That's impossible. And now you're just straddling that fence and you're operating in the gray. And Christ he actually talked about operating in the gray. You hot or cold, right? Make a choice. You're going to live for him, or you're going to live for the world. But eventually those cracks will definitely show up. And if you're not careful, they'll even swallow you whole. So you're praying in the shower like, Lord, just get me through today. Here you are, you're trying to meditate, but you're falling asleep. And you're journaling once, but then never picking up the pen and pad again. Or watching a YouTube sermon, but skipping the part that convicted you. I tried it all, except admitting I wasn't okay. And so one of the things you just need to recognize is that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. It's not just a verse, it's a rescue line. Because strength it's not pretending you're good. Real strength is surrender. It's saying, God, I can't do this alone. I thought being strong meant being silent. But real power is vulnerability guided by God. Just remember, Jesus wept, David cried out, Paul admitted his weakness, So who told you silence was spiritual? So one thing I definitely want you to do is let me know if this right here, if this video right here hit home. Don't scroll past it like it didn't, because God's not asking you to fake it. He's inviting you to heal. And I know healing starts when you stop pretending. So comment below. Comment with one word that describes how you really feel today. I'll go first. Tired. But tired ain't the end. It's just the truth before the breakthrough. That's one thing I definitely want you to know. I'll see you in the next video right here.